All right, welcome to our New York stream. All right, so today is the day that I could come back on the New York session. All right, so okay, so let's just get started with analysis. All right, basically just looking at the chart and just mark out our zones to see where is our potential zones that we can look for either buy or sell. Alright, okay, so later at 8:30 we do have this core PCE price index. Alright, previous is 0.3, forecast also is the same. Alright, so and 10 o'clock we will have this revised UOM consumer sentiment. Alright, so these are the two news that will have the impact on the USD pair. Alright, especially gold. Alright. Okay, so at the moment for gold right now, I've just marked out my range and all. All right. So basically for gold, current I'm looking for a buy at the moment. All right, but either it's on this zone here or this zone. All right. Just give me a minute, yeah. 别北，再来，插片啊，一仓啊，我看看。Alright, sorry, apologies. Alright, okay. Alright, so okay, so for gold right now, I'm looking at these two zones here that I can take a buy on the 15 minute. Alright, as you guys know, on the hour 4, we are looking on a downtrend, right, for gold. Okay, so on hour 4, I'll be looking at this zone here to sell. Alright, but this one is quite a huge zone, alright? It's from 2373 until 2399. It's about 200 pip zone. Right? Yeah, this is about 200 pip, 260 pip zone to be exact. Alright, so on the 15th, we do see the market going up. Alright, so I'll be targeting to buy at either one of these two zones here. Alright, so as soon as the price steps in, then we will look for a possible entry. Alright. Okay, I'll set an alert here. Okay, so we'll come back to gold later to see if we can actually get an entry later. Alright. Okay, as for GBP USD, alright, so hour 4 we are actually waiting for this zone to be tapped, right, since yesterday. Finally it did tap in today. Okay, so on the hour 4 we are looking to sell, right? But if you look on the 15, you notice that the price is going upwards, right? We have this changer and then a BOS and another one here, which just happened just now at about 4 p.m. give and take, right? So at the moment on the 15 we are looking for a buy, but we'll see if we can get any positions to short this pair later. Probably around, you know, before the US session, basically before the news. Basically on the hour 4 right now, for me, if I'm going to be a little bit aggressive, I'll be looking at somewhere here. I'll be looking here for a short. Okay, but we'll see if this is going to go up again, because on the 15 it's very clear that it's an uptrend movement, right? This zone here has been mitigated once, right? And we have another one here which also has been mitigated, and this one here is not being tapped in yet. Alright, so we'll see if something could happen on GBP USD. Alright, of course I'm looking to take a sell position more than a buy, because I want to go along with my hour 4 direction. Right, so basically on my hour 4 I'm going to be looking for sells for GBP USD. Alright, so for gold and GBP USD at the moment, we're just going to keep an eye first to see how it goes, okay, before we actually take any action. Alright, okay, so USD CAD, yesterday this zone here actually tapped in already and has gone to this TP, right, the first TP here. So if you guys actually catch this, you will be in profits already. Alright, you basically can write this whole thing up with the US news, right? You could have gotten about 64, 65 pips in total. Alright, so basically the US news from here, it pushed the price down, would have collected your order and then pumped all the way. Alright, so for now, USD CAD hour 4, we have a newer range here. Alright, this is our newer range. We're not sure how far this price is going to dump. Okay, but if we look back on the 15, we do see that the price is still rallying. Sorry, it's still dumping. Alright, so we'll see if we can get any positions out of a USD CAD later. Okay, because if I'm looking at USD CAD on the 15, I will be shorting it somewhere here. Alright, and also about this level. I also have the one which is at the top of the range, right here. Alright, so anything above the 50, which these three zones are above the 50. Alright. But looking back into this here, right? This one here is this is already like being mitigated already, but just on the borders. Right, this one is mitigated because after this break, this one has taken it and dumped. Right, and if we look at this one here, this zone, the final zone up here is where the price not mitigated yet, because this candle is the one that breaks below. All right, so this candles here, it did a small pump up, but it did not collect this area yet. All right, so this is going to be my priority. Okay, but nonetheless, I will still look out for these three zones here to see if anything can be taken later. Alright, because I'm not going to rush into a USD trade now, because in about 23 more minutes, give and take, right, we do have the news coming in. Alright, so I'm just going to monitor it closely and see how it goes. Alright, so okay, let's look at Euro AUD. Okay, our fall zone. It's a buy momentum on the hour 4. Okay, let's take a look on the 15. 15, we do have a break here. Alright, so on the 15, we do have a downwards momentum right now. Okay, we'll see if this one here would give us a confirmation for us to buy. Basically on the Euro AUD, if I want to be conservative, I'll be waiting for this level here to be broken first. Alright, I'll be waiting out for this level here to be broken before I hop in for a buy position. Alright, because we look at the 15, it's a downwards movement, right? So if this price breaks above, alright, then we know that the market has shifted and it's currently respecting the hour 4 direction and it's going up instead of coming down. Right, so what I'll do is I will do this, right? If this breaks above that, I know, okay, I have a new range, right? I have a new range from here, maybe up to here, right? So then I will get my fib, right, from here to here. Anything below the 50, it will be my demand area, right? So as soon as the price reverses on the 15, that's where I will take a buy entry, but I will be using the 1 minute to get a much more better entry, right? And a better risk to reward as well. Okay, so I will be looking into this as soon as I have a break towards the upside. Alright. Okay, Euro USD. Price is still going up. It retraced a little, but we don't have a proper retracement here. All right, so we'll wait on the hour 4. On the 15-minute, as well is still going up. All right, so we'll see if we can get something out of this later. All right. Okay, AUD USD. AUD USD, hour for this zone here, I won't be using anymore because we have a break, right? But we will have to hop on to the 15 to see what we have. All right, so on the 15, it respected this level, it respected here again, right? But it couldn't hold, and eventually it has broken above. So I'm just going to mark my 15-minute zone. Okay, so on the 15, we do know that the price is currently, it's very obvious the price is going upwards. All right, so with this upwards momentum, because this is an hour 4 zone, right? This zone here, maybe it could reject, right? But if this one here rejects and breaks below here, all right, breaks below this level, I'll be looking for a short then. All right, it's the same as Euro AUD. Okay, but it's something that we were gonna have to be waiting for quite a bit. All right, if this price still doesn't respect here and it does pump, then we'll be looking at this range here. All right, this is our final supply level, a total of 24 pip, almost 25 pip zone here. All right, so we'll see whether we can get something from here, or if not, then we'll be getting it somewhere here. Okay, NZD JPY. So like I've said, today we have this BOJ news, right? Which yesterday you guys know that this shows tentative. There's no exact timing. But at 11:22, all this came out. Right, the first three, which is the outlook report, the policy rate, and also the monetary policy statement. And then at 2:30 is where the BOJ press conference is. Right, so if we look on 4 hour, the market is moving upwards. Okay, on the 15, okay, you look at this 11:22, so it would be somewhere here, right, at this 11:15 candle, which we have this pump, okay, which indicates that Japanese yen is weakened, right, and at about this timing here, at about 4 o'clock, we see this manipulation happen from the Japanese yen. Right, so if you look at all the JPY pairs, at 4 o'clock sharp, you have this massive dump. All right, a total of on NZD JPY alone is a 92 pip dump. All right, and it rejected instantly. All right, so this is the intervention from the Japanese government. Okay, so that is why I want to avoid any yen pair if it's possible. Okay, so on NZD JPY, the momentum is still going up. All right, hour 4 as well. Okay, so on the 50-minute, if there's confirmation for us to buy, we will buy it. But it's not going to be a long-term thing, because on the 4 hour, this price will have to retrace somehow, have to reverse somehow. All right, taking the orders from the below part here and then continue the move upward. All right, so we'll see if something could happen for us. Probably I don't see anything happen this week for the yen pairs. All right, basically all the yen pairs are like NZD JPY and AUD JPY is a similar thing. Okay, so I will be expecting probably next week we'll be looking into something on the yen pairs. All right. Euro CAD. Okay, I will just mark my zone again. So on Euro CAD on the 15, it's a downwards movement. Okay, we'll see. Because this one just happened to break about here, right? Just like half an hour ago, right? At 7:45, it managed to break below. Right, so I'm assuming this is my low at the moment. All right, we'll see this if this retracement were to happen, another 2 more candles, maybe 3 more candles. If there's a proper retracement, then we'll be looking for a sell on EuroCAD. Anything above the 50, which is obvious, is this one here. All right, the break happened. There's not no mitigation yet. Okay, if you look at this one here, it's being mitigated already. Right, mitigated. And if we look at this one here as well, it's also mitigated. And if you look at this final one up here, it's the same deal. Right, so all this is being mitigated, but nonetheless, it doesn't mean that we can't use it. We can, but we just got to be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more safer, be conservative a little. All right, so EuroCAD 50-minute, I'll be looking to sell this pair. Right, and then these are all the JPY pairs. Okay, I'm just going to avoid it for now. Okay, so moving on to US 30. Right, this one here did tap in, and with this minor tap in, it just pumped up all of a sudden after that. All right, on the 15th, it doesn't give me any confirmation. All right, even if there will be a confirmation, it will be aggressively taking a trade, which is this level needs to be broken here, because this is the last bullish candle, all right, before the dump, before the break here. Okay, right, so I'll be waiting somewhere here, but if you look at this TP range, it's not as much as you would like. It was very close to the TP already, so we'll see US 30 probably to dump first, right, maybe taking out these lows. Right, if this lows will be to taken out, then we'll look for a possible entry for US 30. Okay, WTI. Okay, hour 4 it's going up. This level rejected once, came back the second, third time, second here, third time here, right? It pumped. Okay, but we do see all these being tapped in multiple times already. Right, so we'll use the 15-minute instead. Alright, 15-minute will be telling us that we will have to short pair, right, because of the direction here, which we have to break at this level. Okay, hour 4, like I've said, it's upwards movement, right? So the price is here. We did not take a buy because there's no confirmation for me, right? So we did not manage to get it. But if we look on the 15, then it's a sell momentum. All right, so if I were to mark out a zone, anything above the 50, which would be here, the first one, right, which has broken above, so avoid this. We'll look for a second one, which is at about this level, right, mitigated ones as well. Price just tapped in here, right, and then at the current stage here, it broke above. Okay, you can also be using this whole block here as well, right? But it's obvious that it's been mitigated once. So if you are using this block here, then you are still possible to look for an entry. All right. Of course, then at the top of the range we have this final one. Okay, so you have about 2 zones at the moment. We have 2 zones here. All right, this one also being mitigated once already. All right, so at the current stage here, okay, we have a tap in on the 15th. If we were to take this trade, I would be this level here is going to be a little bit aggressive for me. Okay, but in terms of for me to be a little bit conservative, right, I'll be waiting at about this level here. Sorry, this is 5 minute. Okay, so 1 minute, basically, if we are aggressive, we will be looking at this level. Right, which we just have a break. And if we are being conservative, at about this level here is where we are waiting for a change, right? Okay, let me just see if this is worth taking. This TP is going to be very far away. Right, it's a crazy 1 to 34 risk to reward, right? It's still dumping. Right, this is the stop. I would give it a 40 pip stop in total. I'm giving additional, it's too much. Initial is a 10 pip stop. Okay, I would give it a total of 25, additional of 15. Okay, which is, if we're going to equalize it to 30, just enough room to breathe, and also just covering the top of the zone. All right. Okay, we'll just see this is a 1 to 11 risk to reward. We'll see if we could get this thing. All right. Because the TP is about 300 pip TP, right? It's quite far away. But I would personally prefer it if this were to be broken. Alright, if this is going to break here, right? If this guy continues to dump and it breaks this low, right? Then it's something that I will be 100% taking it, right? For WTI. Okay, so we'll just monitor. Apparently, we'll be monitoring WTI and also gold at the moment. Alright, so these are the two pairs that we will be monitoring. Alright, in about 7 minutes, we'll have the news coming in. Alright, so gold will be one of it that will be impacted. Alright, and we'll see if WTI we can actually get something out of it. Alright. I'll be looking to be conservative on WTI if this is broken. Right, so we don't have to be aggressive if this price is broken. Right, if this is broken, then we'll be looking at it as a conservative entry. Alright. Let's see if we can get something from WTI. Alright, since we didn't actually take any trades from WTI after even all the analysis I've done, right? Because we are much focused into like basically, I would say I'm much more focused on gold and GBP USD, right? So even the analysis I've done on WTI, I tend of just missed it out every single time, right? So we'll see if we can get something out of it. Right, this is an aggressive entry here, All right. If any of you guys feeling like you want to be aggressive today, right, or maybe you have profited quite a lot today, right, then maybe you can use your profits today. You know, maybe just risk, like, I don't know, take a little bit more risk using your profits. For example, if you have profited 100 USD today, right, or 1,000 US dollars today, it's a profit, right? Maybe you can choose maybe like a 1% risk on this WTI, right? What I mean by 1% is from your profits, right? So this is an aggressive entry here, right, on the 618 here, or you can use it at the 0.5 here, right? You can put a sell limit here in place to see if this guy will collect this and dump, right? If this guy collected and dumped, you are in the trade much earlier than me here, because I'm still waiting for this break. All right. Because WTI on my hour 4, it's an uptrend. All right. So if on the 15 we are doing a sell, basically we are counter trending the pair, right? So it will be definitely a little bit high risk, because hour 4 is going up, and 15 minutes currently we have it's coming down. All right, so we'll see how this goes before we actually jump in for WTI. All right, so we have about 4 more minutes, about 3.5 more minutes for the news. All right, so we'll just see how the news is going to react. About 2.5 more minutes. All right, 2.5 more minutes. All right, we have about 2 more minutes. Yeah, 2 more minutes. So let's just get ourselves prepared for the impact here that we will be getting from the USD news. All right. I will be looking for a buy at about this range here, or this zone here, or this zone here. Right. I'm pretty sure if the news is citing the US, this guy will dump. All right. With this dump here, we will be looking to be, if we're going to take a buy here, we will be looking at a very aggressive entry. All right. So let's just be a little bit more cautious. All right. Because if you look at 1 minute, when the dump happens, all right, it's going to be a long candle, a long bearish candle, right? So looking at the 1 minute, right? For example, right now here, all right, if this is our last bullish candle at 8:30, if a bearish candle dumps, then this is where we are looking for the break, all right? Because if let's say the candle were to dump this way, right, a big candle like this, right, then this is our last bullish candle. Right, a last bullish candle high is where we'll be looking at an aggressive entry. So our stops is going to be slightly bigger compared to the usual. All right, so we'll see how the USD news is going to impact us. All right, we have about 40 more seconds to go. Right, 20 seconds. All right. Because I'm looking at WTI because it's nearer to what we are looking for. Gold, we still need a tap in and also a confirmation after that on the 1 minute. Right, so I'm looking at WTI right now here to see if this guy will break below, and then we'll start trailing it and see if we can get an entry. All right. Right, it's 8:30 now. Right, so this guy is pumped already. All right, he pumped. Gold pumped before the tap in here. Okay, which oil, basically WTI, also pumped. Okay, if you are on the 618, you would have taken an entry already. But for me, I'm not in yet. Yeah? Like I've said, I'm waiting for this here to be taken out. All right, I'm waiting for this to be taken out. This low here. All right, so nothing changes on gold. All right, like I've said, I'm still waiting for a buy at this level and also this level on the 15. Right, because the 15-minute showing me that the market is going up. All right, so I want to get a trade on the 15-minute here. All right, so no changes. Even with this news pump, it doesn't make any difference. I'm still looking for buys here and here. Right, so basically the news is not citing the US as much, right? It has to be more than the forecast, right? That is why we see gold pump, right? And you see the USD pair just dumped, all right? If you guys have any questions, feel free to just pop it up on the comment section, all right? Right? So you guys have to remember, yeah, today's Friday, right? So make sure you guys, if you guys are in on any trade, make sure you risk lesser, right? Because it's Friday, it's the last week of the last day for the week to trade, right? So if we can't get any trade today, then we'll come back next week, all right? Alright, if you guys took this trade, you are currently up in profits here. Like I've said, for me, I'm waiting for this break here, right? Because this is the 1 minute low. Alright, basically, this is the previous high. Right, we have a break here. So the next high will be here, and we have a break here. Alright, so we want this to be taken out because this low and this low is different, right? Alright, basically later at about 10 o'clock, we have about another hour and a half. Right, we will have another high impact news from the US as well. Alright.
You gotta turn it on. You gotta turn it on. You gotta turn it on. But we got the crowd. All eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us. Bring the action.
Right, you guys can monitor this as well here, yeah. Right, if later, let's say I end my live, all right, in about 20 more minutes, all right. If we have this break, a candle closing below of this one here, this is on the 1 minute already, all right. So you just have to listen up and just make sure you do the exact same, right. You mark out this low here, right, on the 1 minute candle. This is the low, right, which is at 83.725, right. As soon as you have a candle body closing below, all right, regardless how big the candle body is, all right, it could be just very slight close like this. What you do, you get your fib from this high, all right, you trail this guy. However far it goes, you just trail, all right. And when you see a retracement happening already, your entry you can put on the 618 or the 0.5, whichever you want. All right, for me, like I've said always, I prefer the 618. All right, so that's what I will do. Okay, so you guys just make sure you guys monitor this one here and see if you guys could catch this guy. All right, so basically the stop is basically what I did is extra of about 20 pips in total. All right, so I have my stop set at 84.343. All right, and my TP I'm targeting the 15-minute low, which is at 80.591. All right, which is a total of 344 pips in total. All right, the stops is only at 310. Sorry, the stops is only 31 pip stop. All right, so you guys can monitor this and see if you guys manage to catch this guy. All right, as for gold, like I said, there's no changes. All right, I'm still waiting for here to buy and here to buy. All right, so I have an alert here set already. As soon as this price taps in, all right, I will be notified and I will look into it and see if I can get any possible entries. And if I can get an entry, I will definitely share it with you guys on my channel. So any of you are not in my channel, make sure you guys hop in, all right, and do not miss out on the trade, all right. Basically, what we want now on WTI is not this high to be broken. All right, let me just mark a horizontal line so we know what we are looking for. All right, so you see this top horizontal white line here, which is at 84.143, which is this candle high. All right, I don't want the price to break above. If it breaks above, right, doesn't matter, we can still take this trade. The only difference is this low here, right, this change of character here would be here. All right, would be here, would be at this candle. So if the let's just say for example this guy breaks above, all right, it breaks onto here and then it dumps slowly, right, it dumps slowly and then it breaks this price here, candle body closing. This is where we will start marking our fib from here to here. We continue trailing. The moment it retraces, entry on the 0.5 or the 618. Same deal with this, stops above here. All right, you put the stop on top of this, you give it extra 15 pip, 20 pip stop, right, depend on how much you want to put in, right. If you guys have any questions you want to ask, anything that you don't understand, right, anything in terms of my strategy or whatever it is, make sure you guys give a comment, right, then I will help you guys out. Alright, so basically right now we are monitoring WTI, alright, and also monitoring gold. But gold I've set an alert, alright, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, in fact I'm only looking at WTI right now to see if I can get a possible entry. We're still waiting for gold to tap in here, yeah? Tap in at this level. Alright, we have WTI currently retracing again. Alright, so like I've said, if it breaks above this high, alright, then we'll be looking at a newer range to sell it. Alright. Alright, so I'll be ending my live soon. Alright, so like I said for gold, you guys just keep an eye here, alright? As usual, as soon as this price taps this level, instantly you hop into the 1 minute, right? So for example, this is where our zone is, right? We have a tap in, right? And this is the low. So the last bullish candle is here. So you can use it as a aggressive entry here, right? We have a break, candle close above. Get your fib like this, continue trailing this guy, how high it goes, right? And you can place your entry on the 0.5 or the 618. Alright, either one also is fine. Alright, and but most important, you have to wait for confirmation when it taps in here. Alright, and as for WTI, you guys monitor if this price breaks above, like I've said, then this is the low we need to be broken. Alright, for now I won't be hopping in because my low is here. This is my confirmation here. Breaks this price, then only I will look for an entry. Alright, so you guys just keep an eye and monitor these two pair at the moment, which is WTI and also gold. Some brokers may use this as a XTI USD or WTI USD, or there's another name for a different broker, which is a US oil, right? So these are the three different names that different broker use it, alright, but it's the same exact pair as this, alright? So you guys just make sure you guys monitor this closely, alright, for WTI and gold. Alright, as for other pairs, I don't see a potential entry right now. The most I can look at, because I'm using the 15-minute, so which is only gold and also WTI. Alright, so thank you guys for joining my live. And basically we'll come back live next week on Monday. Monday to Friday, same we'll be doing on the New York session. Alright, so thank you guys for joining my live, and I'll see you guys soon.